For the homies who ain't here. What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Tim, back with another video, and today I'm coming to you from Tucson, Arizona. I got into town probably, I think, 2 nights ago, and I've been ripping and running, had stuff I had to do, so I haven't had a chance to get outside and get into nature. But today I made it a priority. I said I got to get outside, get into some nature, and I tried to find some water. I've been in the desert part of the country for a while now, haven't really seen any water. You know, so I Googled like hikes and trails today, and I found, I think this is called the Sweetwater Wetlands, and there was tons of water in the pictures. Tons of water. So I said, okay, I'm going there. I'm gonna film a video, get some footage for the people. However, I came at like the absolutely worst time of year. So apparently they do like a controlled burn in this area in November. I guess to try to keep certain stuff down. It gives the firefighters, you know, a chance to practice if there was a fire in this type of environment in this region. So they let the wetlands dry out this time of year so they can burn it up or partially burn it up in November. So it is very dry out here, folks. Let me give y'all a view just how dry it is out here. I mean, all of this would probably normally be water, but you can see it's all dried out. Definitely not the footage I was expecting to get. However, that kind of goes along with the point of today's video. All right. So first off, folks, I have to make a confession. I have to make a confession, and this is not one of your standard YouTuber confessions where they, you know, make something up just for like clickbait. I will admit that a lot of times when I'm doing these videos and when I'm doing my live streams, I make it seem like I know what I'm doing. I make it seem like I got it all figured out and it's all going according to plan. I gotta be honest though, folks, especially like these last couple weeks, I don't have a clue what I'm doing, right? I had a plan that involved like going to a seasonal job, staying there for a while. That did not work out for whatever reason. And so I just been kind of going off the cuff here these past couple weeks. I don't have a clue where I'm going, what I'm doing, but I am enjoying it immensely. Like there's something about the feeling of like ultimate freedom when you have no clue what you're when you have no clue what you're doing. So I may try to make it seem like, you know, I got this all figured out, all mapped out. No clue, ladies and gentlemen. Just flying by the seat of our pants, if you will. Some things are working out, some things are not working out, but I'm enjoying the journey. And that's what this video today I wanted to talk about, is that I think like we're programmed to believe that like we should have life figured out. There's certain steps you can take in life and then it will all work out for you. You'll have it all figured out. And I don't think that's true. At least for people like myself, like I think life should be just like an ongoing journey full of surprises, right? I think life should just be just this ever-changing mass of memories. You know what I mean? It just be this ever-changing experience. And I think if you've got life figured out, well, then there's something wrong, okay? I mean, because once you get life all figured out and there's no surprises and there's nothing new and you've got it all mapped out, like where's the fun in that? Like what are you living for? If you have life figured out and it's mapped out, and you're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and every day is pretty much the same thing. You're just getting up, you go to work and you pay the bills, you come home and you realize I'm gonna do this for another 25 years. Like what's the point? Now, let me say, there might be some people watching this who that's the ideal life for them. So no shade if that's like how you want to live your life. But I think for a lot of us, that's just like depressing. You know what I mean? Like something's wrong, you know? Like life should be an ongoing adventure. There should be surprises. You shouldn't know what's gonna happen next year, 2 years from now, or think you know. Because at the end of the day, we never really know. The last couple of years have showed us this. We never really know. But a lot of times we think we know, we think we've got life figured out, and we live our life in a manner to try to make the things we think are gonna happen. But like, where's the fun in that? Where's the thrill in that? And I think that's just like, that comes with societal programming. I know I talk about societal programming a lot, but I think that's the #1 issue in a lot of our lives. I think if we hadn't been programmed to think and believe a certain way, we'd be so much happier. I know once I let go a lot of the programming, once I unlearned a lot of the programming, my life got so much better, so much more interesting. I'm so much happier. I mean, because think about it. I always refer back to when we were kids. Do you know how happy you were as a kid because you didn't know what was going on in life? You know what I'm saying? Like when we were kids, we had no clue what was going on in life. And that meant that like we just had some of the best times because every day when we woke up, like we just knew some new exciting stuff was gonna happen. We were gonna learn something new. We were gonna see something new. Like we just knew every single day was gonna be something exciting when we were kids. Great times. Then as we got older, society tried to tell us that like we knew everything and we had everything figured out. And you know, there's a few things you gotta learn, but for the most part, once you hit like 21, you should already have everything figured out and have your life mapped out. And there really shouldn't be too many surprises. And all that fun and joy and happiness we had as kids went out the window. I mean, here's another example, and I gotta word this correctly so I don't get canceled. Have you ever been around someone who we might consider slow? Or maybe has a learning disability? I don't know like what the correct term is right now. I'm treading very carefully right here. But you ever noticed how happy they are? Like on well into adulthood. People who we consider maybe slow or have a disability, they have that same childlike manner about them and they're always fascinated with life. You ever know how happy they are? Because there's always something new going on. It's us who think we're smart and intelligent and we figured this whole thing out that have these boring, miserable lives. I think if you have life figured out, there's something wrong. And I think we should purposely do things to throw our lives into disarray so we can be surprised. For someone like me, that has a lot to do with travel and going new places. Everybody's not like me though. You know, I don't always want to make it seem like travel is the answer to everything. It is for me. Things going wrong, get on the road, Tim. But for you, it might be something totally different. But I think the point is you gotta have new, exciting stuff in your life on a regular basis. If your life is the same mundane thing day in and day out, and you already know what's gonna happen next week for the most part, because it's the same thing that happened, you know, the last 20 weeks, I think that's a problem. I think that might be a big reason why you're not as happy as maybe you could be, or as happy as you should be, because we all deserve happiness. Let me say that again. We all deserve happiness. And we deserve better than to be lied to by society and by culture and told that like we're not a responsible adult if our lives aren't totally, you know, by the book, figured out, serious. I'm not lying right now, folks. I don't know where I came from. I'm out here lost in these wetlands. I don't know which way I came to go that way. I think I go back that way. All right, the light's better this way. We're gonna keep going this way. But the point is, folks, especially like for like young people, early 20s, late teens, they always get really worked up because they think they haven't figured out what they want to do with their life. I think that's a beautiful thing. Do what you want to do. Try some new stuff out. And even on into your 30s and your 40s. Do some stuff every now and then to throw your life in disarray. Now I know some of y'all have responsibilities, you got kids, you got bills, you got whatever. You can't just be out here, you know, throwing your life in total disarray. But make it so that it's an ongoing journey. Be working towards like goals. When you hit one, put another one up there. You know, just have things in life you love to do. Make new memories. Whatever you love to do, keep making memories, new memories, exciting memories. Scare yourself. You know, a lot of times in life, the fear is the fun part. I keep saying this. When you do things that you're super scared to do and you achieve them and you don't die, or you or whatever else you're scared of happening, or you fail and you still survive and you deal with the laughter and the ridicule, it's fun. It's fun because when the next thing comes along, you're like, hey, I was scared to do that. I did it, passed that test. Let me try this one. It's fun. It's exciting. You look back on your life and you have all these like cool things you've done. And when you have a lot of cool things you've done in the past, we always extrapolate our past into our future. You ever notice this? Whatever our past looked like, we think our future is going to look like. And a lot of times it does, unless you switch some stuff up. So if you've got a lot of cool, exciting stuff in your past, you're automatically going to assume your future is going to be cool and exciting. But you got to start putting, you got to start unlearning all the stuff society's taught you. You got to get back being childlike and just, what makes me happy? What brings me joy? What experience do I want to have in the coming months? And how do I make that happen? Even if it's an experience that even if you don't know how to make it happen, just try to make it happen and see what happens. You know what I mean? Just have some fun with it. It's not that serious. You don't have to have it figured out. Look at the people you know who have life figured out. I'm gonna wrap this video up, but I'm gonna give you a homework assignment before I do. Look at the people you know that apparently have life figured out. Tell me how happy they are. The most serious, got it figured out, by the book people you know, tell me how happy they are. And then look at the people who never have it figured out. See how happy they are. Anyway, I gotta figure out where, I think I go back this way and around to the right. We'll see. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Enjoy your day. Stay blessed. Love each and every one of y'all. Talk to y'all later.